If you're obsessed with Maine lighthouses like me, you're not going to want to miss any of them. But most of them are only accessible by boat and are challenging to get to. Maine has a total of 65 lighthouses, and I am going to share which ones are on islands and which ones are inland, and also which ones are open to the public, so you can choose which ones you want to venture to.
We'll start at Portland Headlight, the most photographed lighthouse in America. See Jeffrey Scott Smith photography here. What's also special about this lighthouse is it's Maine's first lighthouse, commissioned by George Washington in 1791. In the distance, you can see the Ram Island Ledge light. It's easy to overlook the rusty, brown, little old Rammy, but it's worth noticing. While in Portland, you'll want to visit the Spring Point Ledge Lighthouse, preferably during Open Lighthouse Day in September, when Maine opens their lighthouses to the public. But there are crowds.
Spring Point Lighthouse.
You can also buy this Lighthouse Passport Book to donate to the Maine Lighthouse Society and get lighthouse stamps like of the Portland Breakwater Light, aka the Bug Light, the shortest lighthouse in Maine. In Cape Elizabeth, you can find the Cape Elizabeth Two Lights. However, they are not located in Two Lights State Park. They are located up the road near there, and they are on private property. However, if you visit the Maine Maritime Museum, you can see the East Tower light on display here. Continuing our journey south, at the East Point Abudan Sanctuary, if you take this path, you can get to the overlook where you can see the Wood Island Lighthouse. Continuing down to Kennebunkport, on Cape Purpose Harbor, you can see the Goat Island Lighthouse from this dock. Another iconic Maine lighthouse that everyone comes to Sawyer Park to take photos of is the Cape Neddick Lighthouse, aka Nubble Light. It just screams Maine. Is this guy like feeding seagulls or something? In the distance, if you look closely enough, you can see the tallest lighthouse in Maine, the Boone Island Lighthouse. It has a grisly history of cannibalism. Easily confused for being located in New Hampshire is the Whaleback Lighthouse, which is technically located in Maine as Maine's southernmost lighthouse. You can get a really good view of it from Fort Foster. North of Portland is the Halfway Rock Light and Pond Island Light, which are not open to the public but can be seen from shore. Seguin Island Lighthouse, however, is open to the public and can be seen from Popham Beach State Park. These lighthouses are located along the Kennebec River. The most noteworthy lighthouse from this group is the Squirrel Point Light, which is located on an old settlement from 1716. You can take a short hike out to visit this old settlement and see the red glowing lighthouse. Just up the stream is the Perkins Island Light, which is close to the public, and then there's the Doubling Point Light and its twin light, known as the Kennebec River Range Light. Next is Hendricks Head Light, which can just be seen from Hendricks Head Beach, and the Burnt Island Light, which I couldn't find a place to see from shore, but it is open to the public during the summertime. At the south end of Southport Island, at the Newigin Town Landing, is Cuckold's Light. It's especially beautiful during sunset. Ram Island Light, different from Little Rammy, can be seen from Ocean Point, and you can take the Ocean Point walk to see another angle of it. Pemaquid Point Lighthouse, pictured on Maine's State Quarter, is one of the most scenic lighthouses with ocean views and a tree-shaded picnic area. Out to sea is the closed Franklin Island Lighthouse and the open Monhegan Island Lighthouse, which is known as a destination for artists. Next is one of Maine's best lighthouses, the Marshall Point Lighthouse. It was famously featured in the movie Forrest Gump.
I figured since I've gone this far.
Far out in the ocean is the Matinicus Rock Light, which is only allowed to be visited by puffins. Other closed lighthouses include Two Bush Light, Tennant's Harbor Light, and Whitehead Island Light. But you can rent a stay at Whitehead for a whopping $7,975 a week. I'd rather build my own lighthouse at that point, just like the Rockland Harbor Southwest Lighthouse, which was built by a dentist in the 80s. It's on private property. Up the street at the state park is Owl's Head Lighthouse, which is perched on a hill up these stairs. It's owned by the U.S. Coast Guard and overlooks Rockland Harbor. At the end of this impressive 4,346-foot-long breakwater is the Rockland Breakwater Lighthouse. While in Rockland, be sure to check out the Maine Lighthouse Museum. At the Rockport Marine Park, you can see the Indian Island Lighthouse in the distance. Just hope this bagpipe guy isn't there to distract you. In Camden, you can go to the Curtis Island Overlook to see the Curtis Island Lighthouse. Brown's Head Lighthouse and Hair and Neck Light are closed to the public. Goose Rock's Light is only opened via special circumstances. Saddleback Ledge Light is closed to the public. Just the grounds of Isle Ho Light are open to the public, and Grindle Point Light is open to the public. The next inland lighthouse is located in Stockton Springs at the state park. This is Fort Point Lighthouse. Just don't make the mistake of parking at the state park because this lighthouse itself has a parking lot. I could have drove this whole time. I needed a ride back to my car. Down in Castine is the Dice Head Lighthouse, which is on a private residence. Other lighthouses down this way past the Penobscot Narrows Bridge include Pumpkin Island Lighthouse, Eagle Island Light, and Mark Island Light, aka Deer Island Thoroughfare Light, which can all be seen from shore. Blue Hill Bay Light is closed to the public, but Burnt Coat Harbor Light is open to the public. Before continuing north, there's a secret lighthouse that's not located on the ocean, but on a lake in a town called Manchester. It's called Ladies' Delight Lighthouse, and with a name like that, I had to see what was going on there. You can either take a boat out to it or walk on the ice. Next, we've made it to the Acadia National Park region, where Bass Harbor Light is located. If it gets too crowded to see at sunset, just go to Red Lobster. You'll see photos of it there, even all the way out in North Dakota. You can see Bear Island Light and Great Duck Island Light from a boat, and Baker Island Light you can get closer to by a guided tour. Good luck seeing Mount Desert Rock Light, though, as it's the most isolated lighthouse in New England, 20 miles south of the main island. Egg Rock Light and Winter Harbor Light can be seen from a distance at the national park, and Prospect Harbor Light is on a private U.S. Navy base but can be seen from the gate. Northern Maine has the following island lighthouses: Petite Manon Light, Narragagus Island Light, Nash Island Lighthouse, Moose Peak Lighthouse, Libby Island Light, Little River Lighthouse, which offers open houses, and Machias Seal Island Light. Some of the islands can be visited, but these lighthouses are best seen by boat. The Lubec Channel Light is not to be missed on your drive through Lubec. It can be seen off the side of the road. And finally, we've made it to the easternmost point of the United States, where the West Quoddy Head Light is located. Its striking red and white stripes create a breathtaking contrast against the turquoise ocean. It's easily the best lighthouse in my opinion. However, there's one more lighthouse to see. Way up north is the Whitlock's Mill Lighthouse, located on the St. Croix River. Wait a minute, I missed one? All the way down in Ogonquit along the Marginal Way Walk is Lobster Point Lighthouse. It's small and seems oddly fishy to me. I'm unsure if I should count it as a real lighthouse or not. People say it's just hiding a pumping station for sewage. Whatever, it's cute anyways, besides that. Yeah, I know, right? Nice with the tractor. Hopefully this video has helped you understand the extent of Maine's lighthouses. Some may be more worth your time than others, and some are only accessible in season. There's a lot, but if you're really determined, you can see them all.